Now then, YTPC, I hope you're all alright. As promised, I've had to do this second video, which is a shame because when I was doing the last video a couple of minutes ago, the phone rang and it was Christopher Nuts and Pipes. And I said, well, you like? I said, I'm not stopping this video now. So I said, if you want to say hello, you can do, and he didn't do. But I started going through the video and I started holding this box up, and it had my name and details and my national insurance number on it, and I didn't want that showing on here. So unfortunately, Christopher lad, I've had to ditch you. So housekeeping today, Artisan Thursday. It's this cracking little pipe from Harriet's Pipes. Alex bought me this one through Chris. Lovely blue stem on there. Lovely pipe size. If you haven't heard of Harriet's Pipes, look him up, because he does make some absolutely outstanding pipes. And the draw on these pipes is just something else. It's absolutely something else. And in it, I'm having trouble with this later. I've bled it a couple of times. I've got some Solani Age Barley Flake. So yes, I've been to the hospital this morning. I said I'd let you know how I got on. And I think we'll do this, like, you know, right through till end, you know, until I go, because I am having the camera. So I got there this morning. She was a lovely nurse, and we talked to her the procedures and everything else, and usual questions about your health, your diet. Have you noticed blood before? Because that's what's being picked up within the stool test. I know it's not a very nice, you know, topic this, but you know, there might be some of you out there who've never been through this before, and I can kind of give you a guided tour as such, like. So, usual questions about my health, my diet. Have I noticed blood in there before? Well, yes, I have, and all the rest of stuff. And it could be various things. It could be a pile, like a pile. It could be a polyp, you know, a benign polyp. What's causing the blood? Could be a slight tear. Worst case scenario, it could be cancer. But that'll be picked up when with the camera. So there were, you know, she asked the usual questions. You say about my health. She was lovely. She really was nice, down to earth. You weren't the appointment wasn't rushed. If you had any questions to ask, you could ask them. You know, it wasn't like you've only got 10-minute appointments and that's it, out the door sort of thing. It was about an hour I was in there, and she was very, very, very good indeed. So she taught me way through it, you know, about the bowel, because it obviously comes up and then it comes down like that. So that's the way the camera will be going. And I'm going on the 23rd to get it done. So that's what's happened up to now. So she did send me home with some, I thought it was Pickalax. I'm going to cover this bit up because I showed it before. Let me have a look on there. Because it was my national health number and everything else, and I didn't want that advertising on here. So it's called Plenview. I thought it was Pickalax. That's what I said it was the other day. But it's the same sort of stuff. Now this stuff, when you take it, it works. It about fizzes and farts and away you go sort of thing. I'm trying to think of something there, because it just reminded me of something my dad always used to say. My dad always said that I said about farts. My dad always said there's 5 different kinds of farts: a fizz, a fuzz, an anti-fuzz, a ribos, and a rattler. So yeah. So this stuff, once it's in your system, there's 2 sachets to take. I can take it with some weak orange juice to wash it down to get the taste away. It has got a bit. She said it has got a bit of a tropical taste or something. That's why it's not horrible or whatever. But I've got to drink it with a pint of water and then keep flushing it through. And I haven't to leave the house at all until all that's gone through my system. And I've even got to take one in the morning. I think she said it's in my notes of the morning when I go to have it done, to make sure that all my guts are completely clear for the camera to go in and have a look in. So I'm not looking forward to that at all. I'd rather have a right good hot curry and then drink plenty of water and do it that way, but you can't. It's got to be that way. So that's what's happening. So it's just a waiting game. Yes, I am worried. I said it before. You're up in the air because you don't know what it is. So she's sure there's there's like a percentage, and I can't remember off the top of my head what the percentage was. But say it was there was like 3 graphs. Oh. And they all like people in them sort of thing. And there's like 3 boxes like that. Now one was whatever it was, she said it was something. Something not to worry about sort of thing. The bigger box here was like it could be piles or something like that, and the smaller box down here, the percentage, this part, percentage would be cancer. So this is the big part we want to be looking at, like. So that's how she explained it on this graph what she showed us. I hope she's watching, because she said I'll give her one of my YouTube cards. I says, here, I says, get subscribed. So I hope I'm advising it, explaining it all right. But yeah, I am worried, and I think it's only natural to worry. And but what'll be, won't it? I suppose. I suppose if your number's called, and there's bugger all you can do about it. But we'll just wait and see what happens. We can't do now. Take each day as we find it. Another subject now, because that's about it for that. There are so for my bowel cancer screening. So it's just a waiting game now until the 23rd. So that's what'll happen. I've watched a few. I've been busy like at this end, and I've been worrying a bit as well. So I've watched some of your videos, and Poor Fritz, I watched that one yesterday. I did a lot of listening to it as well because it was a long video. But I digress. He was a bit torn about his cat, like, and but as I said in the comments, I said the thing with the cat, he'd probably give it the best life ever. Probably if he hadn't taken it in, it would probably be eating rotten old roadkill, trying to find some shelter somewhere under some bit of a bush or whatever it's freezing cold. Well, he gave it a home, and he fed it well, loved it, and probably had the best home ever. And they always say, my dad always used to say this, and the other thing my father said, you never own a cat, because a cat will own you. That's what he used to say about them. So yeah, so I watched a few of your videos, and I've had loads to try and catch up on and everything else. I've watched them, some I've commented on, some I haven't, but I'm trying to keep up with everybody's, like, and as I say, I haven't been sleeping properly now, because usually I'll watch a load before I go to sleep on a night, and then I just I think it's just worry, that's all it is. I just haven't been myself and haven't been feeling like sitting down and watching videos, as horrible as that sound, guys. But just the way it's been for the last few days. So I've been down the town. Dale Piper, Sir John, I've got your book, sir. Because Dale Piper is into his clocks in a big way. And I've seen this book in Stokesay, yes, in charity shop it was. And it's Stokesay Clockmakers, and it's a limited edition. I didn't realise this until I went in and got, because I've gone to, I asked John would he be interested in it, like, and I'll get it for him and I'll send it on to him. And he said he was definitely interested. And I didn't realise yesterday that was a limited edition. And it's signed by David S. Savers. And it's book number 242 out of 250, so it's a limited edition. And you know it looks new. It doesn't look as if it's been read. You can usually tell what pages have been opened. But it hasn't... I don't think it has been read. It's been bought for somebody, but it hasn't been read. So, John, if you get in touch with Phil, ask Phil to forward your address and I'll get this sent off to you. A bit of bedtime reading for you. What are we up to? Oh, 12 minutes. Well, I haven't been on for a few days, have I? So no, it's red hot here today. Red hot. I didn't bother getting dogs. I said I was going to get another big boil, didn't I, for dogs? And anyway, I haven't. And what I've got another one of these. Because Murphy, the ones I had were about 3-year-old plus. And Murphy doesn't know I've got this yet. But I've also ordered another one. He's heard his name. And that's what they are. They're called these Wobble Wag Giggle Balls. He's heard him. What? No. So he's heard him. They think we're going outside. It's too hot for him at the moment. I'll take him out with it shortly. So anyway, Argos, there are other stores out there. Only had one left. And they're selling out. They're so popular. They're selling out everywhere. That's how even the woman said. He said, as fast as they're coming in, they're going. So I've managed to get one. And I've ordered another one. Which should come. I think it said Saturday. But Joe can have the old one for now. Because he's a rough ass, he's Joe. He's a bugger, he chews through them. And... but Murphy just didn't seem interested in that big ball. It was just pointless, you know, spending another 30, I think about 34 quid. It was just silly spending another 34 quid for something he probably wouldn't use. Oh, what I have bought, I've treated myself. Wait. I always usually make a cup of coffee from on my own with a cup with a lid on it, and I've had it since about in the 90s when I was serving in the army, and just this week the lid's broken again, and you can't get lids for them. It's like an old Aladdin one, and by God, I love that cup, but you can't get any lids for him now. And I've heard that these Yetis are supposed to be quite good. I think Carolina Rose has got a similar one. I think hers is a tall one, but I wanted one for the house. And I was in where I get my dog food from, and there was blue ones and pink ones and all the rest of the stuff, and there was like a light blue colour, like I didn't want a light blue colour. And there was this one shoved right at the back, but it had no beauty about these. They've got like a magnetic lid on the top, so I pitched one off another one and put it on there. But they're supposed to keep hot for absolutely ages, like. Just think with me, I'll make a cup of coffee and if I put it in a normal cup, then it'll go cold and I'll chuck it out. And it's just waste. And I don't like waste, I'm a Yorkshireman. So I bought that cup, and if that saves me as long as that other one did, I'll be doing alright. I have one a bit similar. That one. But it's just called Lock and Lock. And it's got like a... But it doesn't keep warm as long as that old Aladdin one did. It does, but it's not as good. And I saw Carolina Rose got one of those. I'm sure it was a Yeti one. You got Rose. Anyway, they've got them in down here, and I thought, oh well, I'll buy one and see how they go on. So that was that. Another thing, I got a delivery that came through the other day from James Stumbo. James, thank you very much, sir. It did arrive. James was very, very kind. He sent me a tin of tobacco, and he also sent me a mobile phone holder, which he makes himself, which I wasn't expecting. And on the bottom he's got his horn burner, like whatever you want to call it. If I get it right way around. Is that right? James Stumbo. Cabin Creations. So thank you very much, James. I say your phone fits in like that. My phone's on there at the moment, like, but yeah, it just goes in like that, and they're good. Thank you very much, sir. So guys, that's about it. I won't know anything now until the 23rd, until I have this the camera done. I will keep you informed. Keep praying. keep everything crossed for me. That everything's alright. Because I'm not really ready to lift off this planet yet. And yeah, just keep having a word with Big Man for me. Right guys, this is far too long. It's 18 minutes. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your day. I was going to get a haircut today now, I never got a chance. Enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy whatever you're smoking. And as always, be kind to each other, because if we're all kind to each other, we all get on. Alright everyone, I'll see you later. Take care now.